Yo, what up, boy gamers out there? The name's Second Heat, and I'm bringing you guys part 2 of this week's series of video games helping out humankind. Now, if you guys haven't seen my very first episode, I posted it up yesterday, and it was talking about video games helping one's eyesight. I went over how video games has allowed humans to pick out things more quickly and stuff. Um, Mostly games like Call of Duty and a lot of first-person shooters and action shooters, and even some racing games that involves the city streets. Now, what I want to talk about today involves the mentality video games have improved upon, and by that I mean stuff like creativity, stuff like excuse me, problem solving, which is a very big one, and it even helps people. It's hard. It's hard to explain this, but I guess you can say it allows gamers to be more open to failure in a way, and I'll explain that further on in the video. Now, first thing I want to talk about is creativity. Now, if you go to games like Minecraft or RPGs of any kind, you'll know that a lot of it is a bit more flexible than most games that are pretty linear and that don't really kind of allow you to do what you want to do, that allow you to be more, to actually tap into your imagination. When you go to RPGs, you'll have stuff like character customization, so you get to be the person you want to be. You'll have stuff like a ton of variety of weapons, cars, etc., etc., etc. So you get to live the life you want. You get to do the things you want to do. It allows you to be more creative. It allows you to be somebody you've always dreamt of being. And that is a very good thing about video games when it comes to creativity. Now, the next thing I want to discuss is the whole problem solving skills. Now, I'm not really one to play many problem solving like games, but a lot of you guys do know that they are out there. Even if it's just like the simple things like kind of stuff like, I believe, Tomb Raider and a lot of adventure games that, cause yeah, like a lot of adventure games that kind of have like some simple, move this piece over here, move this over there, get them to link together, stuff like that, and even going further on into stuff that I don't really like to go into, for the simple reason that it's not really my thing, although it is fun to have them in video games. Like one of the video games I like to play that I got off PlayStation Plus is Remember Me. And in Remember Me, they have these moments in the game where you basically tap into a person's memory and try to alter it so they could basically memorize something different. Well, they basically memorize the past, but in a different way because you just changed their whole memory. It's kind of complicated, but if you were to play the game, you would better understand it. And in those things, it's very complicated on how to perfectly change their memory to get it to be what you want it to be. And those kind of problem solving games are pretty fun and pretty messed up because it's just like I literally just screwed up this person's memory, and it can, in one of the memorizing authorizations, you kind of got somebody to kill themselves because of the memory you changed it to be. Kind of screwed up. But yeah, there are problem solving games that will help you problem solve in the future, and especially in stuff like police detective and stuff, while you're trying to figure out the motive and where they might strike next and stuff. That's some problem solving stuff that your video games will have most likely helped you upon. Now, lastly, I want to talk about is the whole not creative, but your your more openness to failure. Now, if you play almost any video game that involves lives in general, then you would know that you would know that there's a likely chance you will die, you will fail within your mission or whatever you're doing. And because of this knowledge, you are more accepting to the failure. Now, I'm not saying that in reality people are gonna be like, "Oh, I failed. Oh well, big whoop. Don't care." Life just goes on. Even though that can be a good thing, at the same time, that's not all video games does. Because not only does video game make you more, I guess you could say, mature to accepting failure, it also allows you to look back upon your failure and improve and try to not fail next time. As I just mentioned, if you played any games that involve lives or anything relating to that, there's a likely chance that you will come across death of some kind, and that is technically failing at something. Now, with that in mind, and with that death happening, you can look back on yourself, see what you did wrong, and try not to make that mistake, and instead do something better or choose another route, so you might wind up succeeding next time you go at it. And this is a big, 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 big thing in reality, because when you think about it, reality is also a game. Life is a straight up game. It has its failures. It has its benefits. There are many, many like objectives needed to be completed. You come across many friends who can help, who can aid you in completing your mission. Put in the quotation marks. So yeah, in reality, life is also a game, and there will be failures, and there will be failures to look upon and improve upon and try to fix and do better. So to sum everything up, video games are very, very great at improving your mental state when it comes to creativity, when it comes to problem solving, and when it comes to the maturity reaction on failure, on accepting failure, and wanting to improve and look back upon that failure and try to better yourself. So please let me know what you guys feel in the comments down below. If you have seen yourself being changed mentally through video games, and if you have seen the improvement that it has made on your life. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do a like, and if you loved it even more, please subscribe to my channel for more. Tomorrow I will be talking about video games bettering your socialness, whether online or, believe it or not, in person. So yes, come back tomorrow for that video to come up. And until next time, this has been your boy taking heat, and I'm out. Peace.